again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City. And welcome to a few of my cheapskate ways. Yeah. You know, we talk the talk, but some of us, do we like walk the walk? Well, I can honestly say I do. Anyway, I want to just share with you a few of my tips and tricks in the kitchen because of my cheap and frugal ways. Putting it in action, not just in words. Okay, here we go. By the way, hope everybody's doing well. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're a veteran here, hey, thanks for coming back. Now look, there are two items here. Okay, sorry about the bombardment of things on your screen, but they all have a reason to be here. Okay, see good old cinnamon? I loves my cinnamon. I really do. I also love cashews, but the cashews are gone. But notice the container lives on because I repurposed this to put my granulated sugar. Now, what am I talking about here? Very easy. I absolutely refuse, because to me it defies intelligence for me to go out and on purpose buy cinnamon sugar. All I have to do is take a small container, which I have shown you in the past, the container. It's already away in the pantry. I didn't want to have to go take it out again. But just get a small container with a lid and combine cinnamon with sugar the way you like it, to your taste, to your likings. There is no reason on goodness green earth to have to buy on purpose cinnamon sugar, in my honest opine. Just saying. Now, Friday, we talked about this. Okay, and I showed you an instant way to make a cream of tomato soup. However, I also use this product, okay, and it is a tomato bouillon with chicken flavor. I have actually seasoned up chicken with this. It is quite good. You could put this on chicken. You could put this in stews. Whatever way you like to do it, you can do it. Now, the cost of paper towel could go from the sublime to ridiculous. You're probably saying, what is this? Well, it's actually a little bit of my version of a dispenser. Okay. You know, if you ever buy paper towel, make sure that you buy the one that is marked either pick a size, select a size, whatever a size version word they're using. Go for it, because here's what I do. I literally take the roll. I take a few minutes. It doesn't take forever. I take as much off the roll as I want into that smaller size. Because I find, because we know this product is going to go in the garbage eventually, right? It is money that is literally going in the garbage. But however, especially today, we kind of sort of need paper towel. Okay, but you can slow down the rate, slow down the use of it by just breaking off those pick a sizes. And what I did was I took an old storage container. I couldn't find the top to it anyway. So for me, it just made perfect sense to just take those little slices of paper and put it here. You would be surprised and amazed of how much longer it takes you to use up that roll of paper towel. And if you're around kids, because kids have a lovely habit, they don't know any better, neither do some of them care. They'll just rip off sheet after sheet, like what could have been, let's say, one sheet. Let's say, for example, they'll pull off 4 of this size, you know, for their little hands, and then before you know it's in the garbage. And to me, that is money down the drain. Now, people might say, oh, what do you go to all this trouble for? It's because I choose to. I want to. And anybody out there that wants to, you are welcome to join the Cheapskate Club. Hey, I like that name. Sounds pretty cool to me. Now, this right now is empty. I have more of these. Okay, what I do with these is whenever I make my version of breadcrumbs, they go in here. Okay, so I have to make some, but I do have these here. Because what happens to stale bread? What happens to bread that you've frozen and you feel like, well, you just don't want to deal with it other than to make the breadcrumbs or croutons? Totally fine. And you can do that cheaply and easily just by grinding them up or by cubing them up and toasting them up and then putting them in here for future use. Remember, keep these things. Action speaks louder than words. Okay, you probably wonder what a package of Frankfurters is doing here. Well, here's what I like to do. I don't like to open them and then just keep them in the refrigerator. I don't like to do that. Once I open them, okay, especially for people who either live by themselves or there's just one other person, really anybody could do this if they desire to. What I'll do is I'll take these out because generally speaking, most Frankfurter packs that I've ever come across have eight hot dogs in them, okay? So what I like to do is if I have, any extra paper for wrapping that I wrap up some food with, I'll take 2 at a time because for me, I like to have, let's say, maximum 2. Many times it's even just 1, and I've even done that. And I'll make single serve packs. I'll keep them frozen, and then I'll use them as I go along. I don't like opening up the pack and leaving it in the fridge because what happens if I personally don't feel like a Frankfurter for another 2 weeks? Then that's just kind of laying there in the refrigerator, rotting away, or ending up as food waste, heaven forbid, because I dislike food waste. I think it's just not right. It's just not right. So to avoid that, hey, listen, it's worth a little effort. Was to take a couple of minutes to wrap them up like that. And furthermore, you have them readily available for unexpected company. Just pop them out of the freezer and boil them up in minutes. Okay. And that's another thing. Talking about oil. Look at this container of oil. Okay. I can let this thing last an extremely long time. Because number one, I don't like deep frying. I'm not into that. It's high fat. It's high calorie. And eventually it's high cost as well. So what I do is I measure things by the capful, by the top, by the capful. I measure it if I need to use it. And or / most of the time I use non-stick spray. Okay. So I slow down my rate of this by doing those tricks. Don't forget, if you could boil something to save on fat and calories, hey, go for it. If you can air fry something to save on fat and calories, hey, I'm telling you, go for it. These are nifty little tricks. Next, going on to the flavor of beef. Okay, this is Jan talking. I do not necessarily need to eat a lot of red meat. I personally don't care for a lot of red meat, but I don't mind the flavor of beef, okay? I don't mind the flavor of beef, and this keeps my meat bill down a lot. You can incorporate flavors of beef or flavors of chicken on purpose by using things like beef bouillon cubes and stuff like that. And that's another thing. I'd rather buy bouillon cube than cans of broth. To me, I mean, unless it's the holiday season and they go on sale, why should I spend double the price? I get so many. Look at this. Look at this, 25 cubes. So that's 25 opportunities to use your beef flavor as opposed to a one-time can of beef broth. Think about that. There's really not much difference in taste, in my honest opine. What do you think? Do you feel the same way about that? Let me know in the comment section below. Just showing you tea. You can tell I like this brand. This particular brand, me, Janet, I most definitely can get 2 cups out of it. Number one, I do not care for strong tea. So if I'm the kind of person who goes, boop, 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 like 2 seconds, dunking a bag in, I will either get a second cup, keep it in my cup. I know I'll have some more in a few hours, keep it in the original cup and make some. Or sometimes I've actually frozen it, and you can use it for many purposes, as I have mentioned in the past on past videos, okay? Okay, getting to here. Now, I have a simple box of pasta. This is one of my favorite flavors. One of my favorite cuts of pasta. Okay. Now, here's what I purposely like to buy these long pastas. You say, why? Okay. If you get, let's say, 4 meals out of 1 box, just by doing one simple trick, one simple act, all you have to do is break the pasta in half and then store them in some sort of a storage container. You have doubled your meals for free. 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 On the El Cheapo. Free. One of my favorite things to do. Free. Free is nice. I like free. The other day I mentioned about this type of instant coffee. Let me get the pasta box away. Whoops. Dropped the beef. Okay, so this, let's say this, suppose you have this type of instant coffee. The box indicates 50% more coffee. Cha-ching. Thank you very much. That means that I can get 2 cups out of here. If there's 50% more coffee, you do the math, okay? First of all, in the first place, I'm saving a ton of money by not having my coffee out. If I want to sit outside and drink coffee, all I have to do is make my instant coffee, put it in a travel mug, and take it to go. I do not have to sit outside and spend $3, $4 on a cup of coffee. I am not here to impress anyone. I'm here to live my life the way I see fit, and so are you. Just saying, just saying. Now, let's get back to bread. Okay, I enjoy good quality bread. I'm not going to cheap out on bread. I like these grainy types. I like better quality. Yes, they're more money, so that's okay. But this goes so many ways. You know what I had for breakfast this morning? Very easy. My choice. I took this, I made a semi-French toast out of it. The only thing I eliminated was the egg. I feel it's not necessary for me. I saved an egg and I saved 80 calories. And I prepared it with milk and cinnamon, non-stick pan, threw it in, sprayed it, and I made myself sort of a French toast, just minus the egg in the batter. Did it work out? It certainly did. It certainly did. Okay, multi-use items. And this will be it for today. Multi-use items. Now, I believe in multi-use items. I got a good deal on this. The Bouillon singles American cheese. There are 24, I believe 24 slices. And yes, of course, it wouldn't be a day without it. There you go. Hi, Bird Clock. Good morning. $3.99 yields me 24 delicious slices to do as I please with. That means the possibility of 12 grilled cheese sandwiches, 24 cheese omelets, macaroni and cheese. You see where I'm going with this? Okay. One more thing to show you. I said one more before, but I just realized this. Why not show it to you? As you know by now, I get 1,001 uses. Out of good old this product, you could get the generic brands, all basically the same. I'm just happening to be in this mood of this flavor. When the phase passes, most of the time I get the non-sweetened one. But you could do a lot of things with it. I've made soups with it. As you know, I have, of course, for regular use. And just there are so many uses. You could use it in a batter. You could use it in so many ways. I've actually enhanced cookie flavors with this too. Yeah, you'd be surprised at what you can do with the simple stuff at home. So there you go. There you have it. So listen, wishing everybody a wonderful Sunday. Have a great day today. I'm going to end this with a little bit of music. And don't forget to come back for Money Monday. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you so much. Keep being cheap. It adds up. Have a great day.